Forgiveness is hard. I mean, especially when someone's hurt you. I mean, for me, it was football. You know, people think that's funny, but it was football. Like, it was hard for me to I couldn't even watch football. But I realized, like, when you don't forgive, you carry an emotional weight around you for the rest of your life. And I always tell people, if someone did you wrong, the worst thing you could do is give them the power to control your future when they controlled your past. So forgiveness is not for other people. Forgiveness is not a weakness, it's a strength. Forgiveness literally is for you. It frees you from that situation. So the question I would ask somebody watching is like, do you want to live with this pain the rest of your life? Because without forgiveness, you can move on from the person or situation, but you will never move on from the pain. Well, I'm just big on, when you leave this earth, and one question I ask myself often is like, what really matters? None of us know when our last day is. 150,000 people die every day, 55 million people a year. And I want to make sure on my final day when I, leave this earth, I live a fulfilled life. And I want to leave something for my son, my kids in the world to be able to grab to. Like, my great grandkids probably will watch this video and figure out what great grandfather was about. And so legacy for me is making sure I'm planting seeds that help people grow and not help people, move backwards in their life. Yeah, well, I'll walk you through a process. It's my rehab process. So it's 3 R's. The first R is reality, right? The first section is really facing your reality. One thing I like to say about that is you'll never win your war by running from your battles. So many of us are scared to let go. For me, it was letting go of football. But until you let go, you'll never move forward. The second part of the book is based upon release. Release is burning those bridges in your life that lead you back to pain. So that's a person, that's people, that's a habit, that's a mindset, that's your past. Because as long as you have those bad bridges in your life, you'll never be able to fully move forward and build great bridges. And the third part is repair. Repair is the hard part. It's digging up those seeds in your life. Maybe a teacher said you were going to be a failure when you were in 5th grade. So every time failure shows up, you're reminded of that and you think that you're a failure. So it's about going back in your past, digging up those bad seeds and replacing those seeds with seeds of faith. I would have to say that there's a you inside of you haven't even met yet. And in me writing this book with the greatest me, I felt like I'm moving closer towards that person. I always feel like the greatest you will elevate every single year, but the greatest you is not something that the world has. It's something that's already inside you. So hopefully when people read this book, they go on that journey, really finding that greatest you.